Hey guys,
Hi.
it's no, it's good. Hey guys, it's Ryan, Tokyo FunHunter, coming at you from Tokyo, Japan. Yuki,
Yeah.
Yuki,
Yeah. So nervous. But
she's
I
so
mean,
nervous,
I'm
but she's so
trying.
pumped up,
I'm
and she's
trying.
doing a great job. And I know this.
What?
She's
That's
wearing
so funny.
she's wearing 3D glasses right now to hide everything.
That's mine.
But yeah, it's very. Thank you so much for being here today.
You're welcome.
We're going to talk about a subject that some people are interested in: what not to do in Japan. What are the
That's
things?
important.
Very things. And I think we're going to cover places not to go to. And these are just our perspectives. Things not to do.
Okay.
You're gonna, manners not to do. And like just overall ideas. Some ideas to give you some more advice.
Yeah.
You think
Okay.
so? Yeah. So we wrote up a little sheet on some things, and I was checking out a few other people's blogs about the subject, and so
Okay.
I don't know. It's kind of like
Yeah, you can
things. Here's some things that we think people
you?
might not know. Well, both of ours.
Okay.
That people might not know of things you shouldn't do, or places that we recommend kind of avoiding because it might be a time waster. First one, maid cafes.
Well, actually, I want to go once.
Okay, scratch that. Some people do want to go at least one time. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fun for the experience. This is my opinion. I've been to a maid cafe once.
Oh, you did.
I thought it was the biggest waste of time and money in some
Yeah.
of in all my
Some
experiences in
people like
Japan. I'm like, what in the hell?
If you're alone, maybe you want to go.
Basically, they're all over the place. And a maid
Yeah.
cafe, if you do not know, is a place where girls can dress up like a French maid outfit, and they do it very cute, and they sing songs, and they give you like desserts.
And do a game and stuff.
They do games and stuff with you. It's basically yeah. It's supposed to be like kind of like a little sexual, but it's not really. Like they don't do anything. It's really like just young girls dressing
Yeah.
up in maid outfits.
Yeah.
It's exactly how it sounds. I honestly, and it's kind of like the thing that people do. It's a cultural shock for a lot of people. People do it in Japan. I thought it was lame.
Yeah.
I just thought it was lame. I went in and I remember spending like $10 for a water.
Really?
Yeah, it was like everything's like jacked up. The price is jacked up, and it just the obviously the other people in the room were like old businessmen and just people that I'm like, I don't want to be here, man. I felt uncomfortable about it. I would just say like, hey, if you're traveling through it and you want to try it at least once, cool. I don't think you have to do it. I don't think it's a big thing in Japan that's necessary. I think there's a lot of other great, cooler stuff out there to check out. I think it's a place that, forget about it. It's not worth it that much. Yuki, what do you think?
Well, I've never been there, but there's a lot of maid cafe. Like, there's a lot of type of maid cafe.
Yeah.
Like some of them, like they're how do you say like tsundere?
Tsundere?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Remember?
No.
Like they're like, oh, don't touch me. Like they're doing like really like trying to like disappoint guys, but at the end, oh, come back later.
Oh, like
You know
that
what I mean?
It's like a
They
like a
love it.
dominatrix type style.
Yeah.
And it's not like leather or stuff like that, but it's very like it's a reverse type of thing role for the guys where they get, instead of a girl that's super passive, it's a girl that's really giving them the shit test and stuff like that. Giving them a little like tease. Yeah. I don't know. Maid
people like
cafes, I don't get the big deal. Some people love it. A lot of
Yeah.
Japanese people love it. Japanese guys like it
Because they
a
don't have
lot.
a place to meet a girl, so that's where they go.
And you're never gonna meet the girl there.
I know. That's what I do.
Just saying. I don't know what you're thinking, but yeah. All right, next topic. Never comment on the size of Japanese people. And that people can interpret that the wrong way. And I meant just basically stature-wise. A lot of, especially foreigners, I notice this a lot when they go in. They definitely try to put on. There's a lot of guys that have never been maybe bigger than other people in Western countries, and they come to Japan, and it's very well known. It's not. I'm stating kind of the obvious. Japanese people are a little bit shorter, averagely, than Westerners, but a lot of Westerners might. They kind of bring on a bully complex.
It is?
I've noticed that they'll like noogie the guy, pick up the guy. And
They have pride.
I've done that before with my
Really?
friends. With my friends, I've seen people do it to random strangers,
Mhm.
and you never should do that. Don't do
That's
that.
sad.
It's sad. You should be friendly to everybody. Yeah. What do you think? She drinks her coffee.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that because they have a pride and
Yeah.
they want to be big. And
Yeah.
they know they're small.
And you,
so.
and you know,
Yeah.
Japan, pride and honor are a big parts of the
Mhm.
culture. So you shouldn't do anything to hurt their ego,
Mhm.
to hurt their character. Treat everybody. You know, you always want to be bringing people up. You don't want to be knocking them down a peg. Yeah.
That's right.
All right, number three. This is a very common known one. I don't know how many people don't know about this, but chopsticks in the rice.
Oh,
Okay?
that's
It's okay
bad.
if you have a bowl of rice, which is very common with every meal. You should lay down, like, parallel, I believe,
Yeah.
on
Or
down
the-
on the
on
rice,
the
but you
thing.
don't stab it in the rice. The reason for that is because a lot of people, that's a message of, like, Buddhist prayer, right?
Yeah, like it's. I think in China they do that for the funeral or something.
Yeah, it's known as more of a respectful thing for
Yeah.
funerals.
If you
For
do
the
that, it's
incense?
really rude.
Yeah, so if you put the chopsticks directly in the rice, like stabbing it inside, it's known as it's kind of like a mock on the religion, and
Yeah.
you don't want to be doing that. So take that into consideration.
Mhm.
All right, next one. Shoes inside. This is very common,
Mhm.
but I've been guilty of this. Where
Take off
you
your
should
shoes.
always take off your shoes before entering anybody's house.
Mhm.
And this actually goes on with certain restaurants. It goes on with schools.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
you gotta
school,
see
yeah,
izakayas, you take
yeah.
off your shoes.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So make sure you take off your shoes. And if you've never been to Japan before, I would recommend, and if you're going to be here long term, I would
Mhm.
recommend bringing 2 sets of shoes. One's for outdoors, one's for indoors. Okay, there's certain indoor shoes. This
Slipper?
depends on, yeah, slipper
Okay.
style shoes.
And then if you're going like
If your feet get cold.
if you're invited, and then if you are like your leg is without shoes, I mean the socks, maybe you should bring your socks
Mhm.
because it's kind of like a polite way to wear socks instead of like a, what do you say, hadashi?
I thought you like yeah, different styles of socks.
No, like a hadashi without socks.
Oh, with the socks.
Without socks.
Without socks.
Yeah,
You don't
what do
need
you
the
say?
socks. It's better than barefoot.
Barefoot.
Yeah.
But you should,
Yeah, so with sandals, you don't want to be barefoot inside somebody else's house. You want to be at least wearing some sort of cover.
yeah.
I feel like
Polite
I
way.
could make a. That's what she said anyway. Make sure to be wearing socks.
Yeah.
With you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring your socks.
Very very key component. Next one, Tokyo Tower. And this is on the places to avoid thing. This is everybody always says go see Tokyo Tower, and there's a few different monuments you can go and see, like the view of the city. I feel that Tokyo Tower personally kind of a waste of time. Now I do recommend going to that area, taking pictures. It's a beautiful place during the day,
it is.
beautiful place at night, but actually going up it. I hope the government doesn't see this and like tracks me down for saying this. But going to see it, you spend about $30
That's a lot.
waiting in line, and it's actually not the biggest point in the city. It's kind of
Maybe
more
at
like,
night.
yeah, at the night it might be the best way. I would recommend going to the governmental building in Shinjuku.
Oh,
You go
yeah.
higher up, you see all around the entire area, and it's free.
Yeah, that's Tokyo.
Yeah, exactly.
It's in Shinjuku.
So, and I made the mistake of going there and then going to Tokyo Tower,
Mm.
and that's why I was like, oh my god, dude, I just paid $30
$30
for this, and it took me like
Yeah.
5 times longer.
never
So,
been
I mean, it's up to you. You know, if you want to go see it, cool. I would say go to the government building. That is a cool place to go.
Mhm.
Very, very fun.
Yeah.
And it's free. Rock on. Okay, we'll make part 2 coming up next.
Just get the World War II.
I know, it's coming up. Alright, we're going to make another video part 2, okay?